That is more American than anything. Here we go. BYSTRAK is coming out. And let's see what we got from BYSTRAK. Matthew. Oh, and Knappich drops down low. Get low, get low. Knappich slams in. Oh,
that
boy.
is unfortunate. Boy.
Well, looks like he
is broken. Yeah, that front
DP
left.
to that front.
And it's wobbling around.
Full throttle wraps, S13.
Welcome to the jungle, Jared.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. Okay. So does he not move on since he didn't complete his buy run?
A roll commercial.
No, all
he
joking
left the
aside.
line.
Yeah, he did leave the line. BYSTRAK's on top. He will lead, and again, Casey Cole in that M-spec as Chassis chases him down. BYSTRAK initiates. Cole a little lower than BYSTRAK. BYSTRAK not exactly the highest on the, and the car gets massively out of shape. Coming off the bank into the flat portion. We talked about the suspension. That was a big goof there, unfortunately, by BYSTRAK. And now coming across the finish line, the Gas Factory JS. Almost flirting with that cone for a restart, but no, he did not. Cole initiates. He's got an advantage here. And he loses a major advantage. I'll tell you what, BYSTRAK might have caught a lucky break.
No way.
Incomplete. So lead versus lead, chase versus chase. Back in Jersey. Shout out to Richie. How we doing? Here we go. BYSTRAK will lead. Casey Cole give it chase. BYSTRAK initiates. Cole, a little bit of a late initiation there. I want to run that back. And BYSTRAK dropping down way too low. You can see the gap being created here. Oh, boy. And Cole goes way off.
That was so... That drain over there is very deep that cone is in.
Yeah.
I think the bumper hit the cone, but the tire did not go in.
So Cole needs to throw down a gangster run. BYSTRAK needs to hold it together, and he's going to get handed the win. Not handed, deservedly so.
Yes.
As Cole initiates BYSTRAK, he needs to get involved. He got the invite. He didn't push accept. He just hit maybe on that e-bike. Where's BYSTRAK going? What is this guy doing? But he does keep it together. So we saw Cole go off course. BYSTRAK really isn't running the right line.
Right.
Oh, and that could have been bad. Oh, boy, not the prettiest. All right. All right, here we go as BYSTRAK and Thorne out front. His maiden voyage in Formula Drift competition. And Thorne in that ASM BMW. Smooth on that transition from the bank to the flat, over the hip. I mean, that thing barely just bucks in the back. And Thorne and BYSTRAK way shallow, just not part of that equation. Smiles on his teammates across the globe cheering him on. BYSTRAK, he's got to step it up. Gas Factory, fill up that tank, baby. And BYSTRAK initiates. Thorne giving him some room, but is that too much room? BYSTRAK goes into the wall. That thing's heading straight to County Line Auto Body. Richie, you got your work cut out for you. That left side beat up, but Thorne shuts it down, the yellow flag, and look at that. Moving on. Dimitri Brudski will lead. BYSTRAK will give chase. Brudski qualifying second. Wants to get back to that championship form after what I would think would be a lackluster Orlando in his eyes. Drift HQ BMW now coming through. Earn it here at a track he's very familiar with. BYSTRAK taking a shallower line, but does gain that proximity. But that's not going to get her done. That is way too shallow as BYSTRAK on the struggle bus here in the chase position. But Dimitri Brudski delivering. He's one of those drivers that, again, his motto's never settle. I really don't think he's going to chill and just kind of play it back a little bit, because once you do that, kind of mentally you're like, okay, well, I got to apply the pressure. If I can't let him get away. That's that kind of type A mentality you really need in order to be a champion. And look at BYSTRAK. Maybe not the case here. BYSTRAK is filling all that outside zone. Brudski, let's make sure he yeah, so see, there's that shallower line by BYSTRAK. So even out front, seems to not be filling. Justin Miles, Matthew BYSTRAK. Here we go. Send it, boys. What do we got? Miles comes to the start chicane. Great shot there. Coming to that first outside zone. What do you got for us, Miles? Looks like he barely just dips his toe in. BYSTRAK going a lot deeper, but he needs to utilize that lead car as a moving clip to point. Miles gets out there in that second outside zone. Can he feel the flow into the second and then going into, third and then going into the fourth? BYSTRAK taking a weird line and then spinning out. Was he choked up? We'll have to take a look at that again. Misko and Croft after that contact. Misko will have the advantage, but just inspecting his car, making sure it's all good. And here we go. Now BYSTRAK with that rotation and spinning out, that will be a deficit. If Miles takes a more tempered approach, he could get the victory here. So don't go ahead and grenade your own program as BYSTRAK. He's doing exactly what he needs to do, but he really needs Miles to make a mistake in order to get the victory here, and it's just not going to happen. So Miles of Style gets the victory. So yeah, look at that. So he's setting up and he's lined up. He's allowed to do that. Yep. But you know, in that chase position, you kind of want to time it perfectly because we're not looking for a drag race. BYSTRAK, look at that on a wide swing. Interesting line, 92 miles per hour from Rudy Hansen out front. BYSTRAK taking that wide and then kind of going tight, then goes in wide. We'll see if that pays off for BYSTRAK. Rudy Hansen absolutely pulling away, so BYSTRAK maybe thinks he's at a deficit here from horsepower-wise, or maybe feels confident, but a very shallow line by BYSTRAK all over, but Rudy Hansen on that right line, and he does get
that championship. He's going for the win today. Mark his words.
All right, here we go. So we are seeing back to the start line. BYSTRAK will lead. Rudy Hansen looks like he's back up and running. 78 miles per hour, no, 90, excuse me, I apologize. Looks like it eclipsed there, but it did not. 90 miles per hour from BYSTRAK out front. Rudy Hansen tucks in aggressively in that second outside zone. Now, see how he handles that second inside clip. Both of them, Rudy Hansen doing a good job. I think this is going to be the real indicator, leaving it fresh in the judge's mind. BYSTRAK, big angle. Rudy Hansen taking a shallower line, but I like the proximity.